So I think we really need to talk about the crypto market because for those who haven't been following, this is a pretty rough crash. We went from around 48, 49,000 with Bitcoin to around 42, 43,000 in one day, which is a very startling gap even for the crypto industry. Because of course, crypto is more volatile than stocks or real estate or other assets. We know this, but even for crypto, this is a pretty sharp decrease in one day. So how did this happen and where do we go in the future? That's what we're getting to in today's video. Remember, if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily crypto videos, including NFT and altcoin stuff, and let's get right into it. So the main reason in which sort of the crypto market has faced a lot of, sort of decrease compared to the past week or so has been due to the Federal Reserve. So they recently released a terrible report on inflation, on wages, on jobs, and things like that tend to help crypto for the most part, but this was such a grim report that it actually led to the sort of symbol of a recession, which I personally don't think is likely, but regardless, it is possible. So the fact that this report came out has been quite terrible for crypto, for the stock market, for anything like that, because people reach a point where they get so scared, more scared than they would have been, that eventually it backfires. Normally when the Federal Reserve announces terrible policy, crypto does better because people want to put their money into something that is a hedge against inflation. But once you start talking about a recession and things like that, it pushes people a little bit too far, leading to some extreme fear and, of course, selling off. So this has a lot of implications for the majority of the crypto market, and funny enough, they're actually not all bad, and I think if you play your cards right, you can make a lot of money. But before we get into that, guys, make sure to check out my Patreon down below in the description if you guys are interested in learning what altcoins, what investments, what NFTs I purchase. If you guys want to follow all of that, as well as get your free altcoin checklist, which is an awesome tool just for those that are looking to get into it, make sure to check it out down below in the description, and of course, it does help to support the channel, and I always do appreciate it. So the first impact this is going to have on the market is that NFTs will likely go up, and we've actually seen the first sort of beginnings of another NFT bull run. Now this is fantastic if you're like me and are into NFTs, and if you're not, I think this is a great entry point. The first entry point would have been in September, August, where I think a lot of people made a ton of money because they simply caught the train before it left the station. But I think this is a nice second chance to re-enter, and if you've been out of NFTs for a while, like myself, this has been a great opportunity for me to re-enter into the hobby, and I think a lot of people will make some money this time around as well, because the amount of volume has been just surging on OpenSea and on Solanart, on tons of different websites where you could buy NFTs on Ethereum, Solana, even Tezos. Tons of different platforms have seen a surge in volume for NFTs, and this typically happens when crypto goes down. So if crypto continues to perform well, this might be a great time to buy some of those coins liquid, use those coins to get some NFTs, and ride the wave as the NFTs work their way up. We've seen this happen multiple times in the past, and I would say 75 to maybe 80% of the time that crypto has gone down, NFTs have gone up. So it's never a guarantee, but this time it looks like it's a pretty solid guarantee that crypto will be going down and NFTs will be going up. The next thing to keep in mind is that altcoins react with a much higher beta, so to speak, than the rest of the main cryptos. So this is actually a stock market term, but the word beta essentially means how a crypto or how an asset reacts to the leading asset. So in the stock market, we have the Dow Jones, of course, and if something has a high beta, it means it reacts a little bit more volatile or volatility than it does in relation to the Dow Jones. So if a stock has a beta of 2, it means when the Dow Jones goes up 10%, that stock goes up 20%, and vice versa. When the Dow Jones goes down 10%, that stock goes down 20%. So I use this term sort of colloquially in terms of crypto, because when we're talking about the beta for Bitcoin, when Bitcoin goes up, say 5%, there are a lot of altcoins that go up 10%. And vice versa. When Bitcoin goes down 5% or 10% like it has now, altcoins go down with double the amount of percent. This is because altcoins are just a lot more volatile, they have a smaller market cap, etc., etc., etc. So if you're interested in altcoins and want to try to find an altcoin that you think is going to moon one day, but you want to get a nice low buy price, this is actually a perfect time to do so. Because buying Bitcoin on a day where it's down 5% won't make you a millionaire, I'm sorry. But buying an altcoin that has a tiny market cap while it's also having a 10 or 20% down day might be a fantastic thing to do. One of the great things I've done in the past has been buying into ICP, or Internet Computer. For some reason, it seems to move a little bit more volatile than a lot of other coins in its market cap range, and I've been picking this up right around $27, $28, and it's moved up in recent time to around 35, 40, and that has been a good move for me during these little flash crashes. So trying to find coins like that, or even smaller ones, can be a great way to break into some of these altcoins that, even if they hit a 2 or a 3x, not the 100x you were hoping for, even if they hit a 2 or a 3x, you could still make some great money in a few months. Another effect this is going to have is whether or not we're in a bull or a bear market, because this is a question that so many people talk about, so many people ponder, and there's no straight answer to it. Because really, we're overdue for a bear market. I think a lot of people agree on this, that historically, every bull market that the crypto industry has had has lasted a lot shorter than the current one we are in. This is the longest bull market that has ever existed. I mean, really, it's been going since around February, March of last year up until now. It's around 11, 12 months. It's a long time. This is much more of a bull market than we've ever seen in the past. Now, the question is, will we ever enter a bear market? Will we just gradually kind of slow down and lose some steam? There are a lot of questions going around, but I do think this is a good test to see whether or not we are actually entering a bear market. So if I were you, I would look up some coins that historically do better in a bear market, say Chainlink. Look up things like that and decide if it's the right investment for you. Not a financial advisor, just my personal opinion in these videos, guys, but I would look into investing in a variety of things, some of which have the tendency to do better in a bear market, and some of which have the tendency to do better in a bull market. Your goal is to be as well-rounded of an investor as possible and to try to make money during as many of these sort of seasons as possible. So definitely do keep that in mind, that, you might want to modify your investing style based on the fact we may or may not be in a bear market. The final thing that comes to mind that I think is so important is that this is essentially a reset on what is going to be the next big thing in crypto. Because if you guys have been following crypto for the past 6 months, there's been sort of a theme every couple of months, whether it's metaverse or Shiba Inu and dog coins, DeFi, whatever it is, there's been kind of a theme that has been going on every couple of months. Luna and staking, all of that kind of had a run a couple of weeks ago. A few weeks before that, it was all metaverse and Facebook's Meta and all of that. And then a few weeks before that, it was all Shiba Inu and Doge and all of that. So every couple of months, I at least feel there's a kind of theme that permeates the crypto industry. With this recent sort of flash crash, I feel that we are about to retest what theme we're going to follow. I think it's going to be NFTs. Like I've said, I think this may be another NFT month for Solana, Cardano NFTs perhaps, Ethereum NFTs. I think this is going to be a good NFT month. That's my hunch. But again, there is something that could easily, rise out from the ashes tomorrow that we might not even be thinking about. That could be the next greatest thing in crypto. So definitely keep your eyes peeled, because ultimately this is going to be a reset in one of those dominant themes that we have to work with. That being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Do make sure to like and subscribe if you guys are new and you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure to check out the Patreon linked down below in the description, and let me know down below in the comments, guys, what videos do you want to see from me in the future? I really do like to know, and I like to tailor my content based on what you guys want. So that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Matt. See you all on the next one. Peace.